The other thing I get to do tonight is to introduce Governor Scott. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce him to the Blue Key family. I would say without any hesitation, he is the hardest working public servant I've ever been around. He is 100% working for the state of Florida. I've never seen anybody that is so focused on what he's trying to do. He has a bachelor's degree and a law degree. He's a very successful business person, but I think when you see how he works in the political arena and what he's done for the state of Florida already with his economic packages and the things that he's done to turn our state around, we all owe him a great deal of gratitude. Not only that, but he and Ann are so gracious to open their home and allow us. I promised you guys that we wouldn't spill anything or mess anything up. So I'm counting on you to hold us to that. But without further ado, it's a great pleasure for me to introduce Governor Rick Scott.
Well, first, Ann and I, this is my wife, Ann. We've been married since we were 19 years old. So we didn't tell our daughters to do that. We're the luckiest couple alive. I started out living in public housing. This is a lot better public housing than Part of it is because my wife loves homes, so the entire mansion basically has been redone. So, but I'll give you a little history of the mansion. This is the second mansion. Governor Machen and Margie, every night they were governor, they had a party. We don't get to do that quite as much as they did. Isn't that the story?
Pretty close to right.
Pretty close. But this mansion was built in 1955, started in 55 and finished in 57. There's some historical photographs around. There's one right there of Governor Kirk. Any of you that had the opportunity to meet him, he was a character. He got married, I think, between the election and the inauguration, and he married Madam X. That's how he introduced her. So eventually he let people know her name. She was from South America, is my understanding, and didn't speak English at the time when they came. I heard one story that he went next door where Governor Collins was living. He said, you know, we don't have much of a backyard here, so would you mind if we used yours? The next day they had 2 horses. Tramps around the entire room. But there's a lot of history here. That room was built while Governor Graham was here, and it's called the Florida Room. You know Governor Martinez. There's some manatees out there with a fish pond. A lot of the art here is from the Ringling in Sarasota and the Comer Museum in Jacksonville. There's miniature portraits of the first ladies that lived here and there. And then that room, that's like the Lincoln bedroom. There's been 3 presidents there. John Travolta stayed there with Kelly Preston. Baryshnikov stayed there. That room was built when Governor Bush was here. And what Ann is trying to do, and Carol Beck, the curator, is add a lot of history. They opened it up to children and visitors all 12 months. When we came in, it was only open 2 months a year during session. But now we have a lot more history. If you follow the treasure ships that Mel Fisher has, there's treasure trove over there. There's a silver bar that you can try to pick up. It's worth $150,000. If you try to walk off with it, there are cameras. So, good luck. There's also Menendez, you know, is one that